Moving along here, Max, we want to talk about our first and second team All-Americans. And boy, this is a juicy list. There's, guys got left off this list that are definitely worthy. There's guys that we're not going to talk about that are going to come into the spotlight here in a couple weeks that we don't have on our list. But Max, give me your first player for your first team All-American list this season.
Do you really got to ask me? Do you really got to ask me? Come on, baby. Come
For the
on,
people,
Zach.
maybe they don't know you. Maybe it's their first time listening to the Don't Tell Mama Sports podcast.
All right, fair enough. You're right. Fair enough. All right. For the people that have not been listening to the Don't Tell Mom Sports podcast, you're going to soon learn that I am one of the biggest Purdue Boiler
Alma
basketball
mater.
fan. My alma mater. I
Alma
love my Purdue
mater.
Boilers. Zach Edey is my top dog. Okay, he's the top dog on this first All American team. Dude, he won Player of the Year last year. He's not going to slow up. He already had 17 and 12 in the first game. He barely played in the second half, just so we are clear. He had like two or three blocks. Dude, this guy's a stud. A guy that can also step up and hit the free throws because he gets hacked a lot. Okay, scratches up and down his arms. He looks like he needs stitches after each game because how many people are slapping him. But this guy is tough and yeah. Oh man, I can't express how excited I am about Zach Edey, Cobreezy.
Zach Edey is also on my first team. I heard a comment last night in the couple of minutes I was watching the game. The commentator might have been Robbie Hummel. He said, "Look at Zach Edey's arms. Look how clean they are. Look at him in a couple of months. They're gonna be all scraped up."
He's Zach, right. Good old Robbie Hummel. Robbie. What a great player. Met the guy.
How about that one time we saw him at the bar? What bar was that at Purdue?
Harry's Chocolate Chap. Harry's Chocolate Chap.
Zach Edey last season, 22.3 points, was sixth in the nation, 12.9 boards, second in the nation, 2.1 blocks, 18th in the nation, shot 60.7% from the field. He led college basketball with 27 double-doubles. This is my biggest nugget for you right here, Max. Sports Reference began tracking player efficiency ratings in 2002. Edey's 40.21 player efficiency rating last season was second best ever to Zion.
Oh my goodness.
Zion's freshman year with Duke. So that puts Zach Edey's season last year in perspective. According to Sports Reference, basically the second best season we've seen since 2002.
Freaking love it. You know what I love about Zach Edey too is his demeanor on the court. The guy has no facial expressions. He just plays the damn game. Oh, I love it. I love personalities on the court that are smiling and happy, but he's not one of them. Okay, don't mess with Zach Edey. Freaking Sanford tried to get into a match with him. Okay,
I saw that.
Yeah, he barely gave a little nudge of this guy. This guy hits the ground, try to get Edey kicked out of the game, and Edey's like, "What? Like, get out of here."
That's all you can do. Stop. That's all you can do.
Just flopping like flapjacks.
I'm going to go on to my next guy here on the first team for my All-American list this season for college basketball, and I'm going to my squad. I'm going to the Kansas Jayhawks. Hunter Dickinson, the big dog, transferred from Michigan, 7'2", 260. Oh, boy, that's a lot of beef. Through 3 seasons in Ann Arbor with the Wolverines, he averaged 17.2 points, 8.4 boards, and shot 57% from the field. He said he transferred to Kansas to have a better shot at a title. Love it. To be better prepared for a career in the NBA while also having the potential to earn more NIL money. I guess people were coming to him saying, this guy's getting this much money, this guy's getting this much money, and he thinks he deserves more money. He jumps in the portal. Kansas can offer more. Bill Self says he has never had a player more prepared to succeed going into a season.
Mm-hmm.
Big season coming here for Hunter Dickinson. He's on my first team. Max, where's he at for you?
He's my number 2 guy. Okay, right underneath
Edey,
dude.
Don't get me worked up.
Dude, Zach Edey and Hunter Dickinson, I brought this up earlier. Michigan versus Purdue, those games are incredible. Okay, I love seeing those 2 guys go against each other because Dickinson can knock down the 3-pointer, but then Edey just bodies him up, bodies him up down low. So Hunter has a hard time guarding him. I want to see these guys face each other again. But yeah, Hunter Dickinson's a stud, and he's going to go for player of the year as well. I'm excited. I'm excited about this guy.
Give me your next guy on your first team All-American list.
All right. Another big man. Okay. All the big guys, which I'm really excited about here because once it gets to the NBA, it's all about the guard play. Okay. Or if there's a big man that could shoot the three like Jokic. Okay.
Pace and space. Pace and space.
Yeah. It's all it is. But I got Armando Bacot of North Carolina. Okay, going back to when they made the championship a couple years ago, this guy had a sprained ankle, and he says there's nothing keeping me. Yeah, there's nothing keeping me out of this championship game. He had a sprained ankle. He had 2 days to basically wrap it up. And he says there's nothing keeping me. He went on the court and gave it his all. Probably still put up a double. I'm not too sure, but
pretty sure.
What a beast! And even last season, when they were struggling, you could just see his frustration with his team. He is a leader on the court. He was trying to get everyone together and say, "Come on, let's go. What do we like? What are we doing here?" Because everyone was for themselves. Bacot is not for himself. If he was for himself, he would have went to the NBA. He came back because he's like, "I want redemption. I want to bring back this team. I want to bring back UNC and thrive." I love Armando Bacot. Cole Breezy, do you got him in your first team?
I also have him in my first team, Max. We talked about him a lot last year. He's kind of our guy here on the Don't Tell Mama Sports podcast. North Carolina preseason number 19, by the way. But Bacot, career averages over his 4 seasons in Chapel Hill. 13.7 points, 10.1 boards on 55.6% shooting. Nice. He's North Carolina's career leader in all-time rebounds and double-doubles.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We've talked about it a few times. UNC was preseason number 1 last year. They missed the tourney. Max, does Bacot get him back in there?
Absolutely. They're going to have a better year this year. A couple of the guys that were on that team that were, sadly, it was a selfish team last year. They just got cocky. They're gone. I think Leaky Black went to the NBA. Didn't someone else transfer? A big name they transferred.
Leaky Black, definitely not in the NBA. He might be overseas somewhere, but Caleb Love transferred to Arizona.
Yeah. Caleb Love went to Arizona, and then Leaky Black didn't go to the NBA. Oh,
Leaky Black maybe averaged 4 points last year. Leaky Black ain't in the
NBA. My bad, everybody. My bad. It's going to be a better year for UNC, everybody. Expect it.
My next guy on my first team All-American list for the 23-24 college basketball season is the reigning Big East Player of the Year, point guard from Marquette, Tyler Kolek.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Marquette won the regular season and tournament Big East championships last year. They were a 2 seed. Kolek averaged 12.9 points, 7.5 assists. That was good for 3rd in the nation. 4.1 boards, 40% from 3. I like Tyler Kolek. I like Marquette. I respect Shaka Smart.
Yeah.
Going to be another solid year in the Big East. Tyler Kolek, I got him first team. Where you got him, Max?
I got him first team right after Armando Bacot.
4 for 4.
4 for 4. I believe he led the Big East in assists, if I'm not mistaken. This guy is a pure point guard, and he could score, kind of like a Steve Nash vibe. Knocks down the 3-pointer, but then he'll give you 10 assists. I freaking love the guy. Look out in the Big East. The Big East is good. Okay. They surprised faces last year. They're going to surprise. I'm having trouble here. I'm having some trouble.
You know where you're at. You know where you're
excited.
at.
I'm too freaking excited.
I don't believe it.
It's going to be a good year for Marquette in the Big East.
You had UConn defending champs. Creighton went to the Elite 8 last year. Marquette, Villanova, Xavier, Providence was a tournament team. Butler might be there. Big East, Seton Hall, St. John's, and Rick Pitino are a guy. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Rick Pitino.
Big East is deep. Give me your last guy for the first team All-American, Max. We're 4 for 4 right now. Could we really be this in sync?
I changed it up. I definitely did. Okay. I went with a curveball. Okay. I didn't want to get I wasn't nervous. This guy's good. Okay. This guy's really good. I'm going to Illinois, Terrence Shannon Jr. Okay. Nice. This guy is a stud. All right. He's beefy. He can shoot it, and he's got some hops, man. This is a pure scorer. If you don't have him on at least your first 2 teams, at first or second team, then you're sleeping on him, because Terrence Shannon Jr. is the real deal.
I'm not sleeping on him here. I got him on my second team. Got him on my second team. It was his first season last year with Illinois after transferring from Texas Tech. So I saw him for at least 2 years playing Kansas every season. So I knew Terrence Shannon back when he was with Texas Tech. Last year, he was first team All Big Ten, 17.2 points a game, 4.6 boards, 2.8 assists. He put his NBA dreams on hold to come back. He's going to put up even bigger numbers this year in Champaign.
Oh, yeah.
I got Terrence Shannon. You know, he used to be known as TJ Shannon when he was with Texas Tech. Goes to Illinois. Now he's Terrence Shannon, first team All Big Ten. I got him second team All American this year.
Very nice.
Who's
your last? Yeah. Go ahead, Caprizi.
My last guy for the first team All American this year. This guy also put his NBA dreams on hold. He's coming back to Duke.
Yeah.
7-footer Kyle Filipowski. As a freshman last year, he averaged 15.1 points, 8.9 boards, 44.1% shooting from the floor. ACC Freshman of the Year, first team All ACC, ACC Tournament MVP. Probably was going to be a first-round pick last year, Max. Coming back, he's got some championship aspirations with the Blue Devils. I got Kyle Filipowski first team.
Kyle Filipowski's on my second team. That last spot between Terrence Shannon and Filipowski, I was like, ooh, because I think Terrence Shannon is just a better scorer. I just think that's the reason I went for him. But Kyle Filipowski is the man. The ACC was a little weak last year.
Yeah,
I think they're going to turn it up a little bit. I think Duke's going to be really good. UNC is going to be really good. We'll talk about other teams another time, but it's definitely going to be those as the top two teams for sure. And Kyle Filipowski is going to be the leader of that Duke team.
I think you're not giving enough love to Jim Larinaga's Hurricanes down in South Beach.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Went to the Final Four last year.
Yep.
Let's give Miami a little respect in that ACC. But yeah, those three teams are the three teams in the ACC right now.
Yes.
Give me your next guy on the second team for your All-American list, Max.
Okay. Tossing a guy out there. Okay, he might not be on your guys' second team, but I'm telling you right now, Boo Buie of Northwestern. I cannot believe he came back. I can't believe it. You're shaking your head.
Going? Where's he going?
Well, I don't know. Overseas. Go make some money. Dude, Boo Buie is a leader on the court. Now he shoots like 90, it seems like 95% from the free throw line. He could shoot the ball, he dishes the ball, and his ball handling is outstanding. He's a pure college player and the best player on Northwestern. With him on the team, I think Northwestern makes the dance again.
Private school Pussycats going to the tournament again. I don't have Boo Buie on my second team or my third team. Boo Buie didn't make my list for this one. A little too much Big Ten for me. But my next guy on my second team All-American list, I think we're being a little disrespectful here. He's the two-time Big East Defensive Player of the Year, big man from Creighton, Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, 15.1 points. Defensive Player of the Year. He's still putting up 15 a game, 6.1 boards, 2.1 blocks. He's going to be relied upon more heavily now with Ryan Nembhard transferring to Gonzaga, Arthur Kaluma going to Kansas State. We could see big numbers here from Ryan Kalkbrenner. With the Creighton Blue Jays, I got him on my second team All-American list.
I also have him right after Boo Buie on my list. He should be up there above Boo Buie. I just wrote him down. But Kalkbrenner, awesome on the defensive end. Creighton makes me a little bit nervous with all these transfers. Yeah. I know they're ranked 8th, right? I think they're ranked that high. 8th. I think they still make the dance, but I think that might be a little too high. Maybe, sorry, Blue Jays out there. Blue Jay fans out there, but this guy's really good. Okay, he is definitely a guy that's going to put the Blue Jays back into the dance.
Give me your next guy on the second team All-American list.
Ooh, I got the guy out of USC, Boogie Ellis. This guy is a scorer. USC is underrated. It seems like they're underrated every year. They always have some big names, and this team. They got some big guys on the team, like some big time names, including Bronny James, whom we don't know whether or not he's going to play because obviously, sadly, of his heart condition that's going on right now. But if these guys can all come together and they play together as a team, like they're not trying to, I'm going to get mine. I'm getting mine. Like they actually play together. Oh man, I think they can surprise some faces.
Yeah, I definitely like USC this year after watching them the other night take down Kansas State, I believe. I also have Boogie Ellis, second team. This is his fifth season of college basketball, first two in Memphis. He has career averages of 12.3 points, 3.2 boards, and 2.2 assists. Those numbers are going to skyrocket this year with Isaiah Collier setting him up. Boogie Ellis, big season coming in Pasadena. I got written here. Don't sleep on USC. Don't sleep on them, Max.
Agreed.
My next guy. Let me see here. I got two guys left here for the second team All-American list. I'll go to Texas. I'll go to Austin, Texas for this one for a transfer. Max Asmus from Oral Roberts. Now let's not forget about this guy. He's a career 20-point scorer over his four seasons with Oral Roberts. 24.5 as a sophomore, 22.8 as a junior, 21.9 as a senior. This is why this is going to ring a bell for you, Max. The 2021 tournament, a 15 seed. They take down 2-seeded Ohio State before knocking off Florida. They became the second ever 15 seed to reach the Sweet 16. At the time, they were the second team to do it. This guy can light it up. He can fill up the box score. He's going to have a lot more potential with a lot more talent around him to put up numbers. Tyrese Hunter, solid point guard, going to be setting him up. Texas could push for a Big 12 title. This is a loaded Big 12. Texas could make a Final Four run. Max Asmus, 20 a game, easy.
Man, nice call on that. He's not on my second team, but he pure scorer.
Mm-hmm. How many guys do you have left on your list,
Max? I got one
team?
more. My last guy, I believe it's Wade Taylor the fourth. Is it Wade? Yeah. Taylor the fourth from Texas A&M, best player on the team. I like Texas A&M. Okay. With Buzz Williams as the coach. Buzz, he's a good coach, man. He always figures it out with his team. They play hard defense, and this guy being the leading scorer of this team, I'm telling you right now, Texas A&M is going to also surprise some faces in the SEC.
I got Wade Taylor, third team. He was first team All SEC last year, 16.3 points, 3.9 assists. Texas A&M returns 8 of their top 9 scorers from a 25-win team that lost the SEC regular season race to Alabama by 1 game. Texas A&M's a solid team. I got Wade Taylor, third team. You got him second. My last guy for the second team All-American list, going back to Lawrence, Kansas. Call me a homer if you want. But the Jayhawks point guard, DeJuan Harris, talked about him already tonight. Didn't even shoot the ball on Monday night. 10 assists in the game. He's the best defensive point guard in the nation. Hands down, best defensive point guard in the nation. He's locking you up. He's the reigning Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year. Reigning Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Championship winning point guard back in 2022. He was the starting point guard. 6.2 assists last season, was 9th in the nation. I like DeJuan Harris a lot. He's a leader. He's gonna lead us this year.
Definitely on my third team, just so we're clear. But love the guy. Oh man, your Kansas team looks too damn good.
It looks good. It looks deep.